was crocheted in. Okay, so I have not made any progress whatsoever on my green blanket. I haven't progressed any further. I've done rows 1 to 26 of this blanket, and that's it. And here's why. I'm making a full-size blanket for someone. And I've started this blanket 4 times. I think this is the 4th time. I have frogged it each time. The colors I'm working with are this Red Heart with Love Evergreen, I believe it is. And I have 3 skeins and this that's left. Now, the last pattern I was going to do, I had like 4 or 5 rows and used all this green, and it was like this big. So I was like, that's not going to make a full-size blanket. It's just eating too much yarn. But I'm using this green. The pattern I'm trying now, I'm actually getting a little further with. And I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm using that green. Sorry, my knuckles feel like you need to pop. I'm using this yellow. I have more of it, obviously. But this ball is from not the last blanket I tried to make, but the one before that. It was daisies and it had waves in it in between them. And I started the blanket with this color and I cut the yarn, and yeah, I regret that now. Frogged that one as well. I'm using the frosty green. Yes, I wrapped it all like this because it was a brand new skein and that's how much I used. Then I frogged and rolled it back up. And up in the air is the white. So I'm not sure if I want to put the white in the blanket at all, but I probably will. So those are the colors I'm using for this blanket that I've decided to use. The first 2 times I tried to make this blanket, the colors were the issue because the first colors I chose were just these 2. But I don't want them to look like football colors. It's not supposed to be a football blanket, or a sports blanket. So we had issues there to begin with. I've been trying to figure this blanket out for like 2 weeks now. Something like that. So I have finally settled on this flat blanket. Hold on. I need to look it up again because I had the name down. I did. I had the name down. Okay, it's I'm looking at my TV. It's the Floating Squares Baby Blanket. It's the crochet box stitch, and it's by Amanda Crochets. And she posted the video 6 months ago. So this is the blanket I've decided to do. And I do have 4 colors. I'm just going to make them different widths, different stripes. So this is what I have so far. Let me get over here. This is what I have. This is what it looks like. And I'm actually getting further on this blanket than I was the last few. So I'm using less yarn actually. So I have these 2 rows. I'm going to make it probably 4 or 6 rows. I'm just going to alternate the number. So each box, I'm going to count each box as 1. So this color will have like 4 or 6 of these boxes. The next one will have, 5 or 4, something, So this is supposed to be a full-size blanket, right? I measured 80 inches for a full-size blanket because that's what it said for a full-size blanket was 80 inches. I didn't think this was going to be long enough. So I laid it out on the bed. And as per usual, fits across the California king size bed, edge to edge. So I think it's going to fit a full size bed. So I'm just going to go with this one for the full size blanket. And I will insert a picture of the YouTube picture, and I will copy the link and put it below for the tutorial. Also, one of the things I did that I didn't take into account is I'm using a K-sized crochet hook. So it's 6.5 millimeter. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's kind of hard to see with the tempered metal look on these, but it's a K hook 6.5 millimeter that I decided to use for this. So I increased the size of my crochet hook, which is probably why it came out so much bigger. Because I used the same amount of stitches as my other blankets that I was trying to make, but I increased the hook size because I was like, if the hook size is bigger, it won't take as long. So that's what I did. So now it's going to be very big. So I'm just going to go with this, and this is what it's going to look like. And I am just going to alternate how many boxes I have for each color. And that way it'll not only just be boxed, but it'll be stripes, and the stripes will be different widths, and it'll make it look interesting. So the way I'm going to do the colors is I'm going to do the dark green. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do the yellow, which this one I got from Hobie. It's the mega ball of yarn, and it's called Banana. So I'm going to do these two, and then I'm going to do this one, the frosty green. Let's see if I can hold them. And then I'm going to do the white. So that's the colors right there. And then I'm just going to start with the dark green again over here. So that's the order the colors are going to be in. And I'm done trying to figure out this blanket. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to look. I'm done frogging it, adjusting it. I think I've got it now. I'm just going to do this. It's going to be simple, and the person I'm making it for wanted it for winter. And I didn't want to do all single crochets for this blanket. So, there's that. So we're going to do this one, and then in the meantime, I'm also trying to clean, do laundry, and rearrange my living room. But let's see, I had yesterday off and today off. My next 4 days of work are going to be long days, so I might not crochet much on those days. But hey, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're going to get this one cranked out. This one was not a planned blanket, so this one actually kind of messes up everything I was going to do and had planned. Messed up my plans, man. But that's okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. This one's pretty simple, so I think I can get it done relatively quickly. I mean, this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5 rows. So I think I can get it done pretty quickly. I think I can. I'm the little train that could now. I think I can. I think I can. Now, I was going to just make this blanket a video on its own, make my other ones a video on their own. But the problem with that now is I'm not making progress, obviously. Oh, you know what? And I'm trying to talk in crochet and I already messed up. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Anyway, my lime green one, I was going, I call it my Grinch green. I was going to make that its own video. However, I'm making this one now and I just can't seem to make each project its own video. Because I think it's because I keep moving between them. And this one, like this one's for someone else. Oh, crud. And I really want to get this one done to give it to them so that I can continue on my other things. But that's the problem. Because I'm not working on the other things. Which I really want to work on my other blanket, the moose. But that one is I planned it and I have my own deadline for it. Whereas this one was requested by somebody and, you know, technically, I never actually agreed. Technically, I never agreed. So I didn't actually say, yes, I will make that for you. But, I mean, I have the yarn. And yeah, they said they would pay me. But can you really pay me for how long this is going to take to make? I mean, just the hours alone it's going to take. I mean, I calculated out the Victorian Gels blanket that I made. I counted out the hours it took me to make it, the materials. That one came out to be it was almost $500. I would have had to charge $500 to $600 for that blanket. And it wasn't even a bed-sized blanket. It was more of just like a lap blanket. The Victoria's German shells that I made in the ombre true blue. And I'm like, well, this is a full-size blanket. I've already spent, okay, I probably wouldn't charge for that, but I've already spent hours on this project. And when I say that, yes, this is what I have. Okay. By hours, I mean hours trying to crochet the other designs and it not working. Frogging it. Just that. Just crocheting a few hours on design fails. So I wouldn't count that in with the price. I would only count this that I'm doing now in because it's going to be it's the final design. This is what I would be charging for. But the thing is, this is going to take me quite a while. By the time I'm done with this blanket, it's probably going to be double what a Victoria's German shells blanket would be. And do I really want to sit there and tell somebody, oh yeah, it's going to be $1,200, $1,400. I've never charged for anything I've made ever. I've never sold anything I've ever made either. I've never sold it, never charged it. I make things and usually I keep them. Well, the last two I actually made as gifts and I gave them away. Everything else I've crocheted. Like my evil eyes, those are hanging on my wall. I made some for the kids. I made wall hangings. Those were for me and the kids. I've made star blankets. And I have made one I made two for my kid's friend. She had two friends that I'm in college that I made them for. I made two more for the kids. And then I made one for grandbaby. So, yeah, they get given away to family and, well, the kids' friends. That was rare. Not something I would normally do, but that was something, But other than that, I do not sell them. If I make something to give away, I give it away. I don't charge for any of this. So I wouldn't even know what to charge for this particular blanket. I really don't know what I would charge. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, it's probably going to end up being a $1,200 to $1,400 blanket. Just for hours put in on it. Now, the other blanket, the Victoria Shells blanket, when I calculated it, I mean, again, I didn't sell it, but when I calculated it out, I made that one in about a week and a half, something like that. So I calculated it at the high end based on 40 hours of making it. Which 40 hours of making it, minimum wage, so like $15 an hour, would have been like $600. Don't get me wrong. There's a few things I could do with $600, but I don't know that I could look at the person I'm making this for and be like, hey, yeah, it's over $1,000. I mean, yeah, especially since, everyone's broke anyway. So that's why I don't sell things. I mean, it would be way too expensive. Plus, if I made things to sell, I think I probably would not crochet as much. I definitely wouldn't. Because, I mean, I enjoy crocheting, and I do have to get through my stash. My crochet stash. I do need to get through it. So that's also why I'm making these blankets. Because I could have worked through the stash. But, I mean, if I'm making something for someone, I'm really not going to sit there and be like, yes, you need to give me thousands of dollars for that. That's just not right. I mean, I don't feel it is anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, you need to get paid for your work, right? Everyone does. Sorry, I cannot see how these stitches are. I think they're backwards, actually. Okay. I have to go into this stitch here, but I think it's upside down. I think it's backwards. I think I twisted it. And if I did, well, I did. It happens. But I gotta go through the stitch to make this other one. Yeah, it's upside down. So that's the end of that row. Skippers. 1, 2, 3. And then I just go like this to flip it over. And then I lay it over there. And off we go again. And the only thing I don't like is on the end where it's got these holes. I don't like that. Do not like that on the end of my blankets. But I'm going along with the pattern. Because anytime I don't, I get in trouble. Was that 3 or did I crochet 4 there? Oh my goodness. 1, 2, no, that's 3. Okay. So it is 3. It's just me seeming like it isn't quite right. Anyway. So, anyway. I don't know. These videos are getting all weird because I'm trying to do one for each project and it's not seeming to want to cooperate because I'm bouncing. I'm not doing one project. It's like the one project I was doing, I've put on the back burner for this project, and this project took so long to figure out. But now I have, and I'm like, okay, well, we got to get it done. So I'm kind of of the mind I need to get this one absolutely done. Then I can continue the others. And I just keep getting sidetracked and waylaid and squirrel. We're just squirreling it. So there's that. There is that. So I think this is just going to be my Babbling with Barb crochet session for the week because, I mean, seriously, all I do is crochet and babble. I just crochet and babble. And not really about anything important either. I mean, oh, I've been watching Juan the Yarn Addict lately. His laugh gets me. Oh my gosh. His laugh is so awesome. I've been watching Greg Sloops. Now, the first video of Greg Sloops I saw, I almost quit watching him. He has different political views, but he doesn't normally put them on his videos. But I was like, the one video I saw where it was, I thought, you know what? We're just going to ignore the political views and we're just going to watch and, yeah. It's okay to watch something that you don't agree with politically. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of political stuff on his channel, or at least that I've seen. It's mostly, I mean, it is crochet. So he doesn't have a lot of political views there. So I'm glad I kept watching because, I figured why not? And I like it. I watch Passionate Kelsey. I've watched hers. Man, can she crochet? She is just such a fast crocheter, isn't she? She just cranks out those scrunchies, I tell you what. I feel like I am a pretty slow crocheter, actually. And I do tend to try and count meticulously, or I end up having to frog everything, and it just, oh, I can't take that. I can't handle the frogging anymore. I have frogged so much in my last few projects. It's just crazy. I'm almost tempted to go back to my wall hangings, honestly. But my wall hangings are not getting me through my yarn fast. So, in order to get through my yarn fast, I have to do bigger projects. And that's where the star blankets and stuff ended up coming in. I found the star blankets and I was just like, awesome. And I went through a nice phase of doing star blankets, which took don't get me wrong, I still need to do my green apple ombre star blanket and my Hocus Pocus star blanket. I'm just not sure if I'm going to do, I might do the Hocus Pocus one with the Betty McKnit star blanket and then do the ombre without any holes in it. I like that idea. I think I will. Oh my gosh. Epiphanies. Yes. Eureka. Yeah. So, okay. We got those two planned out. And I still have to do my other red, white, and blue blanket, lap blanket. I don't want to do it as a star because I already have one that's a star. I just need to figure out maybe just alternating blocks, almost like a gingham blanket. I think I might do that. That could actually look pretty cool. A gingham red, white, and blue blanket. Maybe I just hadn't figured out what I wanted to do with it. Hey, bud. Oh, hold on. Let me fix that. Okay, there you go. This is Hermes. I don't know if you can see him. His human is not awake right now. So he's headbutting me. He likes to headbutt. I think you've already seen Pandora. So we got a Pandora and we got a Hermes. And they are brother and sister. They are. We call him a cog because he thinks he's a dog. He acts more like a dog than a cat. When they were babies, we had 2 dogs and essentially raised by dogs. Now, Pandora, she is definitely a cat. She is a sussy cat. Okay, so hold on, Hermes. Hold on, buddy. Okay, I've got you. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the 3 block rows. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. Yeah, we're going to go with this. Okay, so I finally found a pattern for this blanket. Yay! Oh my god. Oh, it's been like 2 weeks and it's been driving me nuts trying to find a pattern for this one blanket. I think I was just trying to complicate it. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. So I see, like on YouTube, the one I'm going by is from Amanda Crochet's Floating Squares Baby Blanket. There's also other blankets where it's just called the Block Stitch. So we're going to do those. And I don't know. I'm probably actually just going to work on this one until it's done. I don't know. I keep planning these out and it doesn't work. So I'm going to quit planning things and I'm just going to wing it. So, yeah. Because planning doesn't work for me. Oh, yeah. So the last pattern I was doing was kind of one that I was making myself. And this much took up my entire green ball of yarn. So it's good to see that I can do more rows with it on this one. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's where we're going. And we're just winging it. Anyway, this cat does not want to stop headbutting me. It doesn't bother me. Him headbutting me does not bother me at all. He just wants attention. And his human is still in bed. So, well, I don't know if she's there. I don't know. Actually, the kids anymore, they get up and they're in their rooms and they're actually pretty quiet throughout the day. So, I mean, they could be up and you just don't know it because you don't hear them because they're quiet. They're not little anymore, so they don't make a ton of noise. Quiet is good. If they're making noise, something's wrong. You know, when they're little, if they're quiet, you know they're getting into something. Well, as they get older, if they're making noise, then you know something's wrong. So we're at that phase right now. Yes, we are. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Oh, see, life stuff, I guess. I've got to figure out what I was doing here. I got the next 4 days are pretty full at work. I get to start training for a new department. So that ought to be interesting. Although the person in that department is getting ready to leave. They're frustrated. I mean, you know how it is, right? Anyway, so I'm going to be training for a new department, which means more stable hours, more steady, stable hours. So that's what I'm looking for. Also, because I need more stable hours at work. Also, that way I can, make doctor appointments and stuff without having to ask for days off of work. That just annoys me. I'd rather just have a set schedule and be able to be like, okay, I'm working at this time, so I can make the doctor appointments at this time. And it all works out. It does. I have not been able to do that. Anytime I have a doctor appointment or anything, I have to ask for the day off. I don't like doing that. I really don't. But that's the way it is for the moment. We shall see how it goes, though. The tops of my feet are getting better. Well, I'm sure they're going to start hurting a lot over the next few days. Just the hours. I mean, let's face it, I'm not a slender reed. So, of course, my feet are going to be hurting. Working on that, too. Just a lot to work on, right? Health, work, all the stuff involved in life and adulting. Yes, life. Anyway. Any future projects? Not yet. Although I was thinking of making a Lost Souls scarf. I made a couple of them. I didn't make one for me. I made one for the two of the kids. I'm thinking I might make one for me, even though I don't know if that would be a good idea. I'm not too into skulls. And the scarf is not warm and fuzzy like I like. I like warm, fuzzy scarves that I can cover my mouth and nose, in the winter. So I don't know if I should or not. I really don't know. Um, hmm. 4 and 5. Okay. Yikes. I thought I only had 4 there. Good thing I checked. Because each of these blocks is 5 double crochets. And good thing I checked because I thought I had 4, but I already had 5. So, Let's see. What else? Really don't have anything else crochet wise, I think, to talk about. I don't think I do. Oh, okay, that was like not cool. I don't think I do. Just same old, trying to make 3 videos for 3 projects. It turns into 1 again. Yeah. Anyway, so I think this video is probably long enough. I mean, I was just babbling, but I really wanted to get a video out about my projects because I was planning on doing my Grinch green blanket, but I've been trying to figure this one out, so I haven't done the Grinch green, which actually, you know what, this afternoon, you know what I'm gonna do? This afternoon, I'm actually going to do part of that blanket. I'm gonna get some more of that one done because this one's obviously gonna take me a while, but if I can get through a few rows on the Grinch green and a few rows on the moose, at least we'll be making a bit of progress on those, you know. And the progress on those would be great. It's just for the Grinch green one, I have to watch the video of the crochet crowd and go along with it to make that blanket, because if I do not, I lose count. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm supposed to be. So I'm using the videos to go along and make sure I'm doing it right. But I can't do that while I'm on my phone because I use my phone to watch those videos and keep track and everything. So, oops. Can't record and watch videos at the same time on one device. So I think I don't know, I might do one more row of the boxes on this one, so I have at least 4. And then I'll decide if I want to do 1 or 2 more. And then I will do my Grinch green, a few rows on that. And this afternoon, I think I have to charge my tablet. So I'll do that while I'm doing this. And then I will do the moose later. Make sure I have a few rows on that done. I don't know. See, this is why I don't plan. I plan and things just do not work out the way I plan. That's why I wing it. Not that it works out when I wing it, but oh my gosh, nose itch. I don't know where that came from. It's just top of my nose. Ow. That's why I wing it. Not that winging it works any better, but at least I'm not disappointed. Because when I plan something and it doesn't work out, I get disappointed. But if I'm winging it, it doesn't work out. It's like, oh, well, okay, well, we're moving on now. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but when I plan something, life is like, haha, you're funny. You really thought you were going to do that? Did you? Did you really? Yeah. That's how that normally works out. So anyway, that's about 40 minutes of babbling with Barb and me saying absolutely nothing for 40 minutes. I could probably run a documentary. 40 minutes and no informative information whatsoever. No conclusions made. I like documentaries. I like watching like Ancient Aliens and what was I watching recently? I was watching Ancient Aliens, Unsolved Crimes. I've been watching documentaries on Netflix. So, I mean, it's interesting when you're watching something. Oh, I watched the DB Cooper thing. And it's kind of interesting because it's like the whole time you're sitting there and it's like a lot of talking with no conclusive information. Like you get a sense of they were just talking, but nothing important was said. Those are interesting. So, it's like, hey, okay, documentaries are cool though. Even if they don't give you any conclusive answers on things, they can be interesting. So anyway, that's my 40 minutes of babbling with Barb while I attempt to crochet, because I'm at the point where I'm now making mistakes. So maybe I'll just finish this row and then get to doing some laundry and stuff and then continue on. Because I did wash my sheets, so I have to make my bed. Gotta put my laundry away, the husband's laundry away, you know, all that good stuff. So anyway, let me know what you're working on and how it's going for you. How many times have you had to frog your current project? I had to frog this one 3 times. Fully frog it. Because it just was not working out. So let me know how yours is going for you. And what you're making. I hope you enjoy my videos and give a like and subscribe if you can. I appreciate it. I appreciate my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And you know what? Until next time, I guess we're just winging it. You have a nice day.